Hello there, my name is Em, and I just want to wish you a happy new year. Just kick it off right away. I hope your year is already off to a good start. I don't know if you stayed up late to see the new year come in. I did not. I feel like every year I'm like, maybe this is the year I stay awake, and then I just end up falling asleep maybe an hour before the new year and then waking up a couple hours later. And that's kind of been what my new year has been. But what is different about this past year is I did not put together New Year's resolution like I usually do right before the new year, usually around December 31st, 30th, 31st, something like that. But this year I didn't do that. It just wasn't a top priority. I felt like the most important things for me are to really think about the lessons learned from the past year. And that's really what I've done. And so if you've caught the last two videos I've done, they're part of my lessons from 2022 series. And this video is just a continuation of that. I've had a lot of reminders, really. I wouldn't even lessons, reminders. Is it still a lesson if it's a reminder? I guess so. But yeah, I've had a lot of reminders recently just about important things I need to keep in mind. And I think something big for me, as somebody who has not recently socialized as much, it doesn't come as naturally to me, or I haven't felt a strong pull. I would say until more recently, I've been much more open to interaction, and I'll kind of talk through that. So, of course, with the holidays, there's always different invites, or there can often be a lot of invites that come through. People are like, oh, come over for this, we're gonna have dinner here, we're gonna do this. And my natural response is to be like, oh, no, thank you, but that's very sweet of you to think of me or think of us and invite us. That's usually where my brain goes. So I'm just so comfortable in my shell. But this year I really didn't want to. I especially didn't want to hold back my bestie, and I knew he wanted me to be there. I didn't want to hold him back by saying no, 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 no. So I've started to. I told myself I just need to say yes, and I do have to go through this whole thing in my mind and it's kind of psych myself up like it's going to be okay, everything's going to be fine. And I don't know what it is in my brain where it's funny with work, it's fine. Like I can socialize. I'm very comfortable doing that. And I think it's because it's work maybe that this is what we do. But for me, I'm like, I don't know. I haven't really sat down and thought about what it is that bothers me so much. I haven't done too much analysis on that. But no matter what, like the recent holiday invites, it's never as bad as I picture it in my brain. Sometimes, yes, there are some scenarios where I might be anticipating a little bit of tension, shall we say, not necessarily directed at me, but just in general. And it's just, I typically just don't put myself, I don't voluntarily put myself in uncomfortable situations. That's just not my thing. I have no problem saying no, but I really want to be the kind of person that can say yes more. And when the risk is low, I've been telling myself just say yes, because after a certain point, I can no longer tell myself that, oh, I can socialize when I need to, because if I haven't socialized in a while, can I say that? So, for example, if I say that I can run, but I haven't ran in years, then I can't say I ran, which, by the way, was a thought I had over the summer. So I actually did go running. Still don't like it, but did it because I felt like it needed to be done. But I found that, it was all the interaction that took place over the holidays. It's not that bad. The world didn't end. I survived, and I walked away with some pleasant memories, some good interactions. And I also have to remind myself, it's good just to see what normal people do, because I forget. I don't want to be at the point where I'm only hearing a very limited amount of voices. Of course, online it's great because I can come on here and join the different communities that I watch these videos. I'm part of this community or that community, but it's online and there's a distance. There's many walls there. But being able to in person do that and just see what's normal, and even just from on a basic level, even just from eating perspective, because I am a shameless pig when it comes to eating. So I eat a lot, and I don't know, just in general, I forget, like, oh, even how people set up the tables and all the basic things that people do that I don't think about. I don't know. It's, maybe, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but for me, it doesn't socialize as much. I don't know. I don't even know what normal portion sizes are with people anymore. I don't know, because it's just not something I've dealt with. So, so it's nice to have that little reminder. Long story short, my big summary is, if the risk is low, I need to just start saying, I need to make sure I'm saying yes more often, because it's rarely ever been, I want to say it's never been, socializing's never been as bad as I've built it up to be in my mind. It's very fine. It actually turns out sometimes very pleasant. I walk away smiling. I'm like, you know what? That was a good time. That was a good time. But I will say, though, I do also sometimes walk away saying that was a good time, but I'm good now. I'm good. So I haven't decided how frequently I need to socialize to keep up with normal people, but I'll get there. I'll figure that out. But either way, I've said yes way more than I usually have, so I'll call that a win. So anyway, yes, I just wanted to share that little thought, little reminder. But if you have resolutions, I really am rooting for you and wishing you the best in this new year and achieving your goals. And yes, just, I don't know, the journey itself, the journey towards goals is already exciting in and of itself. So I hope that you are able to enjoy those different stages. But I'll be back next week. So until then, I just want to wish you a really happy new year, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye for now.